Hey, what is up YouTube? It's Hamdog Hype and welcome back to the channel. So today we have a new series I'm going to try out on the channel for a little bit. If you are unaware, I have been giving little hints that I'm basically trying to master set all the original sets plus more. And the way I've been doing it is I've been buying some cards off TCG Player. And unfortunately, it seems like there is a lot of discrepancy on what is a near mint card and what is a lightly played card, especially on TCG Player, which even has its own set of guidelines. So I'm going to go through a couple packages I got recently as I'm trying to complete my base set 2 collection. This should be all base set 2, but you'll notice this Pidgeotto is base set, and there is an issue behind that. But essentially, I'll go over the main seller that I want to go over in the video. I won't be dropping any names or anything at this point, but in the future, I will be opening up the packages, and sometimes you will see their name on the package itself, possibly. But anyways, in this package, I had ordered both a Mewtwo base set 2 and a Pidgeotto base set 2, and I don't want to cause any more damage on this one because there is quite a bit of damage on it. And they're both near mint. Now I paid about $3.44 for this and about $34 for the Mewtwo itself. And they were supposed to be both in near mint condition. However, there was an issue with the Pidgeotto. They actually sent the base set 1 version, which is fine. I actually did need this for my collection. However, as you can see, this is definitely not near mint. Now, if you follow the official guidelines on TCG Player at the very least, near mint is considered very, very minimal edge wear. This one does have a little bit more edge wear than normal. It should have very, very few, if any, scratches. Essentially that is it. Basically, this is probably closer to lightly played versus very lightly played to lightly played, in my opinion at least. I know there's a lot of differing opinions, especially with older cards, but if you're going to reference the guidelines, which this seller did, you probably should follow them. But the main question was not about the Pidgeotto was in there. I might actually send this back because I have another seller sending me one at the moment, and that has been delayed in transition. I think, unfortunately, the package may have been stolen. But the main question was, is the Mewtwo near mint or not? Now, looking at it right away, it looks really good in the sleeve. This is the sleeve I put it in. But if you look on closer inspection, there's actually a lot of faint scratches, like an extremely large amount of faint scratches. There's one print line right there, which is fine, maybe 1 or 2. But near mint, technically, there should only be a few, if only, scratches on the hollow. And I'm trying my best not to add more scratches by taking it out of the sleeve. That can happen if you take it in and out of sleeves very quickly. But you could see there's a lot of diffuse scratches right here. Other than that, though, there's no real deep scratches. Maybe there's a little scuffing down here. And there is one big scratch on the back, too. So I would actually label this as closer to near mint. Closer to lightly played. And I've been doing a lot of back and forth from the seller, whether or not this is lightly played or not. Like, again, I paid about, I think, $34 for this, just about. And lightly played, which I can just look up real quick. So lightly played Mewtwo base set 2 on TCG Player tends to go for, well, give me 1 second, I just gotta find it. A little bit less. I believe it's closer to 25. Now, I understand there's a lot of increase in prices recently. There has been a lot of, I would even say, market manipulation recently. If you don't believe me, just look up Dragonair Shadowless from base set 1. If you do not believe me, just look that up. But lightly played goes for about 27. Now, if you look at near mints online, they usually actually go for a little bit more. They go for more, about $40 for this. So lightly played is about 27 on market. Well, market's closer to 28. So basically what I asked the seller is to maybe knock off a little bit of the price. And there's been a lot of back and forth. They don't seem to be willing to do that at this time. But let me know, do you guys think I got scammed with this one? Do you think this should be more closer to lightly played? I would consider it is. I know it is a 20-year-old card, but if you're going to market as a near mint, it really should be closer, if not at near mint. And there's definitely some scratches on the back that we just saw today. I actually missed that my first time going through the card. I was so focused on the hollow foil. So yeah, I may have to return that card because I'm just not willing to pay that much. To be fair, it is on the lower side. of near mint, which I think is what they were trying to get at when they did sell it to me. They kind of basically estimated that it was gonna be less, but to be fair, you should get what you're advertised. You should get what you're advertised. But anyways, this is another card I got from another seller. I'm gonna try my best not to make any scratches on this card. It is a little hard to not add any new scratches, but as long as you're okay and soft with it, it should be okay. As this was bought at a near mint price, and I bought it at around 23. Market for near mint on this is actually 24. So it wasn't too bad. I did unfortunately have to pay a little bit of shipping, but that's fine. That's what you'd expect with some of these. But on closer inspection, this is has a lot of scratches again. Again, very minor scratches, a lot less than the Mewtwo for sure. It has a few deep scratches though. They're a little hard to tell, but it has a few deep scratches. So again, I would probably label this closer to very lightly played or light played. The back is actually very good though. I don't see many scratches right now. But yeah, as of that, I'm going to keep this card the way it is just because I don't think I'm going to get many better ones for this price. But I didn't even ask the seller for this one because I was so fed up with the first seller. But I may message them and see if they can knock down the price a little bit because yeah, it's $8 more than I should have spent on this. But again, it is a 20-year-old card, so I'll see what they say. But that's basically where I'm at right now. I'm going to probably keep the Scyther. I'm gonna try not to add any more scratches to this. So yeah, just be careful using sleeves in general. They can add a lot of scratches. Acid fast sleeves are the best, and that's basically the way you do it. So yeah, if you do keep taking it in and out of the sleeve, it will add more scratches if you're not careful. But yeah, that's basically what the premise of this video is, that I want to see if I was scammed or not. I believe I was. However, I know there are a lot of differences in guidelines, which there should not be, considering there's a clear set guideline, especially when it comes to older cards. There seems to be a lot of discrepancies. So let me know. I'm going to probably continue this series, and I'm going to probably continue it with me actually opening up the packages in the future on the camera, so you can actually see what it looks like fresh out of the package itself. Just so you know, there's no discrepancy as, hey, he opened this up a week ago, maybe he damaged himself. There's always people out there that will do that, so it's best to not judge it based off without actually having the packages in front of you. However, retrospectively, I cannot do that. I didn't think of even doing that because I thought these were reputable sellers, which they are marked as reputable sellers, but unfortunately I got a much different card than I expected. So I wanted to make this video to see, did I get scammed? Am I overthinking it? I want to know your guys' opinion on this. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more of these, which I'll try to be doing at least once a week or once every other week when I get more packages of cards to add to my collection. But let me know if you guys think I did get scammed. I'm going to quickly add these to our base set 2 binder and our base set binder. And we'll go from there. I'm probably going to keep the Scyther. I may or may not return the Mewtwo. I'm not sure yet how I'm going to do on that. Looking at it now, it's definitely closer to lightly played. I was trying to give the seller benefit of the doubt. Maybe it was very lightly played, but it's definitely lightly played. And yeah, as a seller or anyone, you should really be you should have a little bit of integrity with what you're selling and what you're giving out. But it seems like the card market is kind of weird right now, especially if you try to get anything from people. But anyways, let's go ahead and put the Mewtwo in. The Mewtwo will go in this slot right next to the Nidoking. So that'll be right there. And get you a better picture of that. The Scyther would be going in this way. So this is my base set 2 binder. Sorry, I don't have a better way of showing this off, but basically I have all the cards labeled that I'm missing. These are a lot of cards I had from my prior collection. I bought a binder in high school for about 45 bucks and had a lot of these hollows in it. I got very lucky. They're not all in the best condition, but if you are paying a lot, you should get it in better condition. But yeah, I bought a lot. So basically I had most of these hollows from that binder, and then I slowly add to my collection from TCG Player. Sorry if you guys have any nausea from this. We're still missing the Pidgeotto. I've tried buying this several times. I just cannot get it for some reason. Either I get the wrong card or I don't get the card at all. So I don't know what's going on with that. But I slowly bought all of these. My friend helped me with some of these too. He had some in his collection he gave me. My local card shop helped me quite a bit too. But yeah, no, this is pretty solid. Sorry, showing a lot of my background, a lot of lighting. I apologize for that. But I essentially have all the complete except for the Pidgeotto. a lot of the holos, which will take a lot of time to add to the collection. And this one card, which should be on this page, yeah, the Onyx. Unfortunately, the seller I bought the Onyx from about a while back did not have it in his collection, so they canceled the order, which is fine. I got a full refund and everything. And then that's the end of the Pokemon. And then you have all the trainer cards. I think I do have all the trainers themselves, so I'm not missing any more trainers. And then here are all the energies. The main energy I want to replace is this yellow energy because it seems like my friend gave it to me. It seems like it has some ketchup from when he was a young kid. I don't know what that is. But yeah, very, very cool. I really like this master set I'm starting of this. Hopefully we can finish it with some decent pricing. Negotiating a Venusaur, and I think I ordered a Zapdos recently. So if we get those in the mail, I will be making a video on those. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out.